Hi loves, welcome back to the channel. Today we're making something truly special, challah, a beautiful braided golden loaf that carries centuries of traditions, blessings and love. So as we bake today, let's make it mindful, magical and full of intention. In a jar, add 3/4 cup of warm water, 2 tablespoons sugar and 2 teaspoons yeast. Let it sit for about 10 minutes until it becomes foamy. This step is like waking up the magic inside the dough. Tiny bubbles of life getting ready to rise. For your dry ingredients, add 3 cups of all-purpose flour and 1 tablespoon of salt. Try and create a small well in the center for your wet ingredients, which just wasn't happening for me. So I just plonked in 1 whole egg and 1 egg yolk, as well as 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil. To this, add in your yeast mixture. I attach the stand mixer with the dough hook and let it do my work. This is the step where the magic happens. The dough transforms and becomes soft, smooth and alive. Let the mixer run for about 8 minutes. If kneading by hand, you would have to knead for about 10 minutes. When the dough seems well combined, add in 2 tablespoons of butter and let it mix in well. Once the gluten is formed and the dough can be stretched, I like to remove it from the mixer and knead it with my hands. Basically, shape it. The technique to knead it is really simple. Stretch the dough, pull it and press it in with the base of your palm. Repeat this till you feel the dough is well formed and has a tight pressure on the top surface. This process of kneading, pushing, pulling and tucking in is my form of therapy and meditation all rolled into one. Here I'm showing you the long version of how much time it takes to actually shape the dough, so that you have an idea of how many turns, how many times you need to press the dough for it to become this smooth as it looks in the video right now. Place the dough in a lightly oiled bowl. Rotate it in the bowl to cover the dough ball in the oil well. Press it in, give it a gentle pat just for fun, and cover it with a plastic foil or a clean cloth. I use both to ensure no air goes in. Let it rest and rise for 1 to 2 hours or till it's doubled in size. This is the moment of patience, where nothing seems to be happening, yet everything is happening. Just like life, growth is quiet but powerful. Once the dough has risen, remove it onto a lightly floured mat and then reshape it into a circular shape. Then, using a sharp knife, divide it into 3 equal parts. For this video, we are making a 3-strand bread. So we'll divide it into 3 equal parts. Now roll these 3 dough balls into 3 long strands, just as shown. Remember, bread making is an art, not a competition. Make a few mistakes, enjoy it, have fun with it. No matter how imperfect or messy your strands look or your braid looks, trust the process. Bread, just like life, always finds a way to turn out beautifully. Now we braid the long strands of dough into a beautiful bread. Place the 3 braids, stack them one on the other on one end and tuck it in. Then just take the outer strand and place it in the middle. Do the same with the other side till you have a beautiful braid. At the end, stack them again one on top of the other and tuck it in tightly. If you want, tuck in a few intentions, wishes or blessings into each strand as you braid. Carefully place your bread onto a baking tray lined with baking paper. I like to give my bread a light egg wash before the second rise so it completely doesn't deflate the air bubbles that have risen. Here, I had my tiny elf running in to come help. Tiny hands reaching out, eyes full of wonder, convinced we are painting a magical treasure. Honestly, even if it gets a little messy, it just makes the bread and the memory even sweeter. Let the bread rise a second time before we give it another egg wash. Now it's time for the second egg wash to give it that shiny golden glow. Sprinkle on some sesame seeds, black or white, or both, like fairy dust onto this magical bread. Once properly coated, place your bread into the preheated oven at 230 degrees Celsius for about 20 to 25 minutes depending on your oven, or until your kitchen fills with that warm, comforting smell like stories, memories and home. And here it is, our golden challah, soft, shiny, braided with love and intention. Thank you for baking with me today. If you try this recipe, tag me or share your loaf. Don't forget to share and subscribe for more soulful food, magic and cozy kitchen moments. See you in the next video. Till then, keep rising, just like your bread. Soil, soul, spice and magic.